Sabrina, the cheeky realtor.
And this is Angel.
We're dirt, deeds, and drama.
We bring the deed.
Lots of dirt, and we never shy away from the drama. Grab your coffee.
Or your wine.
And let's get into it.
Today's 50 for me.
What?
Today
Is
I'm
what?
doing 49th and 50. Open houses.
50 open house. Yeah, I've
Since
never.
November 1st. 50 total?
No, I've definitely done it. I do. My part of my standard is to do one per listing, no matter what.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, right.
So you've definitely done.
Except for that hot market that we had where it would sell before I would even get to the open house. Just a little, just a scope. 2027. Don't be mad at me. I know I'm skipping over a whole year, but 2027.
We're going to have that again?
No.
What's happening in 2027?
I think it'll pick back up on, like, it's definitely going to be better in 2026, but definitely not as miserable and divisive as it was in 2025. So I feel like you'll see a bit of improvement. Q1 will be really good. First quarter, guys. Sorry, talking technical. Like my hair. Like my hair. That's what my grandbaby does. That's what my grandbaby Lucy does. Mimi, you like my hair? You like my hair? And I was of course I do, because she's gorgeous. She looks like a little light-haired Audrey Hepburn. Yeah, I didn't do anything to my hair because I was on my second shower today. Menopause. But yeah, I really genuinely feel like 2027 is going to be when you really see market improvement. Investors are still flipping houses. People are still buying and selling. It's just not going to move the way we want it to, Back in the day where
21 and 22.
Like you couldn't even, people thought we were like selling it behind their backs or before we put it on the market, which just wasn't true.
Yeah.
We would get a crazy offer that was so great that the seller would be like, I'll take it.
Yep.
Because I don't do shady stuff. So.
No.
But I wouldn't even make it to my open house. And sometimes I discuss, hey, how about we wait till Monday to review all offers to be fair.
Yeah.
I really like that tactic the first weekend, no matter what, and, some sellers were okay with it, which, was wonderful. And then others, which is still okay, were not. They wanted to review offers as they came in, which is perfectly solid during that market. Now, take the first one you can get.
Yeah, right.
First one you can get is the best one you're going to get. Okay.
All right.
The seller who staged his home with mannequins.
Oh, my God. Like Home Alone?
Home Alone. Oh. That had a cute little Kevin in it. This did not.
Oh, my.
Okay, Sabrina.
Okay. Tell me.
An agent in Florida was doing a walkthrough before listing photos. Beautiful house. Until she walked into the living room. Guys, you can't make this up if you tried. Like an episode of Dexter, if you will. The seller had staged the entire house with full-size mannequins, all posted like they were hosting a dinner party.
What? Oh, my God. I hope they had clothes on. Oh.
Girl, they didn't just have clothes on. One of them was cutting a fake turkey.
No.
I hope it was around Thanksgiving, because that's not a Norman Rockwell picture. One sitting in the living room staring at the TV.
Oh, my. Is the TV on?
Doesn't matter. One in the bathroom brushing its hair.
Why don't you just put it on the toilet? Like,
that was a man answer. But yeah, no, one was cutting a turkey, like it's Thanksgiving, TV watching, brushing one's hair.
No.
Yeah. He thought it would make the house look more lived in.
No.
A candle or a Glade plug-in will do that, I promise.
Yes.
So can we stick to the Glade plug-in, please?
Oh, my God.
Cancel that.
I would have canceled that.
I wouldn't have gone back in there without police. Don't call me to do your listing if you're going to stage it with mannequins. I'm calling the feds.
first house we had, my husband tore out the kitchen with his friend, who was a contractor. And underneath is a crawl space, but they tore out everything to level the floor.
Right.
Yeah, there was like a doll cemetery under our kitchen.
No.
They were ripped apart.
No.
They were ripped. The heads were ripped off.
No.
Doll heads. Nobody wanted to touch them.
A doll burial ground?
Yeah.
I'm out.
Under the kitchen.
Yeah, we
sold the house shortly after that.
No, what serial killer in hell? No.
Yep.
No.
Just no. Even thinking about it, I'm like, oh,
that's a hard pass for me.
Yeah.
That's a hard pass for me. I would have literally ran, and my husband would have had to drag me in after it was blessed, salted, sanded. I'd be like, and even then I'd be like,
rub some sage through here.
I'm coming in with I'm coming in with the incense, you know.
Yes, the priest.
I think it's the priest. I forget what it's called. It's the incense thing, burner thing. Coming in with that. I'm bringing in a priest, a rabbi, and a sheikh. Like, I'm bringing everybody in to bless it. It's gonna sound like a barjo.
A priest, a rabbi, and a
sheikh.
Yes, that word. That word.
Hey,
walk into a house
to bless it because Angel's running around in her underwear screaming it's gonna get me. I could not. What did he do? Because I would have like froze and been like, we're selling the house.
Yeah, I would have to wait outside.
I would put the floor back and resell.
I don't know what I would do.
You know, I've ran into enough unexplainable things in real estate that's a whole other episode. But to believe in the existence of other things with us,
worldly,
there's something that you can't explain. And believe me, my friends who are very scientific have tried to come up with explanations, but I'm like, listen here. But that's a long, even though that was probably done by a human on this planet, very explainable, still very creepy. I'm out. I'm out.
Yep. Yeah, we sold the house shortly after that.
See? I'm out. Like, if I get the heebie-jeebies too many times, I'm leaving jail.
Yep.
Like, there's weird stuff I think that happens in every house that you can like blame on all kinds of, you can be like, oh, it's a ghost or whatever. But because, houses creak, it's made out of wood, especially if you're in a 2-story old plumbing. One loose little plumbing fixture can make the inside of the wall bang up, But I showed a house to a client who I happen to be married to now. He wasn't my client back then. Okay, not a whore. No, he didn't have anybody. Anybody.
No, that's me. I'm not.
I don't know. I don't know. It just happened. This just turned. But I walked in, and there was this creepy little, like, it looked like a coat closet, but when you opened it, the coat closet had a door into the garage.
Like a Narnia door?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And this was not a nice home. And it was in North Highlands by Sacramento. But then when I went into the garage, because I went through the door into the garage, because I was curious, I was like, oh, cool, Narnia door. But from the minute I stepped in, I felt uncomfortable in that house. But that happens with some houses. It's fine. And whether you believe in ghosts or energy or whatever you believe in, there was clearly a palatable something there that I felt, but I brushed it off, right? When I walked through the door into the garage, I felt like I was being strangled, and I felt like I wanted to leave so bad, and like whatever was in there was going to do me harm. Like, I was physically feeling suffocated, and I left my client, and I'm like, we got to get out of here. And I ran out the front door. You can ask him. This is all verifiable. And being as creepy as he is, he wanted that house. Like, he wanted it because he was like, oh my gosh. Like, seriously, what is it? He can use his little machine thing on your phone, EVP. Guys, I don't know. In the comments, you can help me because I'm saying everything wrong. But he very much sensed that presence and he thought it was cool. And I was like, I'm out. I'm out. I'm not going back in there. If you want this house, you're doing it with another agent. They can have you. I was done because I was not having it. I was mortified. And it was clear and present danger. I was out of there. And I was like, you are not putting those beautiful 5 babies in this house. Are you out of your mind? No. Get in the car. Get back in the car. We have a million houses to see. And it was just but it was so traumatizing. And no one can explain it to me because I'm a very like science-based person. Like, tell me what's going on. What are you doing? All that. And there's always trickery, like magic, all of that. There's so much of it that is like very like evident. Like they'll break it down to you. How we did this trick, how we did this illusion, how you can do movie magic. Okay, there was no movie magic. This is an old crusty house. I went in there. I started to feel uneasy, like very, very uneasy. Like when I was almost attacked in a previous open house, my first open house, I felt that unease, like a serial killer was sitting in front of me. And I was a wreck for like a week after that because there was so much. Yeah. There was so much feeling and emotion and terror. And I kept trying to explain it. I had lots of nightmares and I didn't understand any of it. Yeah. And I was like, I prayed in 2 different languages to like every religion.
I have to tell you, doing 50 open houses, some houses are way more comfortable than other houses.
And whether you call it ghost or energy or vibe or aura, whatever, or if they're different things, I don't know.
It doesn't it's not based on staging or furniture.
You walk
or
in,
anything.
It's from the time you go over the threshold. Like the minute you walk in, the energy is. There's places I walk into and I'm having like the worst day and all of a sudden my energy is like up. Yeah. Like high up. Like
I've been showing this one house that I absolutely love. And then I go to another one that I'm like,
And it changes. And at the time, you're not reconciling your mood with the house. You just think, oh, I had a good day. Yeah. Oh, I wonder why I'm not feeling good anymore. Maybe I'm getting sick, but you don't recognize it unless you go, because you've gone so many times. You're like, pause. What's going on? But I really do feel like there is something. I don't know how you measure it. I don't want to, everybody can jump in and tell me how they feel about it, what they think it is. But I will walk into a house and just feel lighthearted and happy. And like, I all of a sudden get this natural burst of energy. And when people walk in, I'm comfortable and comfortable. And I feel like it's my house.
Yes.
And that's what you want at an open house, right? You want to be able to go, welcome to this beautiful home I'm trying to sell from my seller. And then other houses, you're like, hi. Last weekend,
Thanks for coming in.
Last weekend I did an open house for a house that has been in the same family since it was built. And the people who owned it, the last 2 people to own it are 2 of my favorite people on the whole planet. My ex-mother-in-law and ex-stepfather-in-law. They were just 2 of the most amazing people. And I just the condition of the house and everything that everybody did as a team to get it where it was now. I felt like they would be so proud of us. So the whole time I was there, I felt proud. I felt happy. I felt like they would feel really great. And even though it was kind of a cloudy day, it still felt really good, you know? So you can attribute that to just my mindset. And like I was like, oh, mom and dad would have been really proud of us and super happy, right? But, you know, I've been to open houses where I'm like, how fast can I get out of here? And open houses, they're easy.
They really are.
It's a lot of our setup before and after, our marketing. Putting the signs out is probably the most exhausting thing you're going to do because we're really just standing there and we're engaging with people. So it's really a nice time to, if no one's there, you can catch up on emails. If people are there, you can have a good time meeting new potential clients. But then you walk into some of them, and you're like,
do I have to be here for 2 hours when it feels like 5?
And those are the ones that always seem to take longer to sell. And, the sellers, those are the ones where the sellers want you to do like 1 million open houses, which is.
Do you think everybody feels that, whatever it is in a house?
I think whatever it is, and I think that it could be different things at different times. But I really think sometimes everybody does feel it, because I feel like,
because I don't think a house would sell if everybody felt that way.
Well, I feel like some people are not open, or maybe forget open, aware.
Right.
So I think some people aren't aware.
So it's there, but they're just
but they're just oblivious. Like, I think some people focus on important things in their head that they feel like are important, so they're not like thinking, oh, this house feels great or feels bad or any of that. And they're like, okay, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, bathrooms are updated, kitchen looks great, I want it, I'll take it, done.
Yeah.
But then you have some people who walk in and they're like, oh, I hate this. And I'm like, we haven't even seen the whole thing.
Right.
Right. So, yeah, we'll see, because this next one.
Yes. Shall we talk about the next one? Okay. These are real stories, too.
These are real stories, and I've had it happen, too.
You have?
Yeah. You go first.
Gosh.
You go first.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Okay. So the appraiser goes into the attic. Normal, right? And then the agent hears a loud crash. The appraiser leg comes through the ceiling, through the drywall. What? Dangling over the seller's dining table. A leg over the dining table. Like, is this Halloween? What are we doing here?
I was on number 2.
Oh, I did number 3. Whoops, I skipped one.
That's why I was like, I have the same story, and you're like, I'm like, I've never had. I'm like, what is she talking about? I've never. I was on my story.
Okay, let's go with that one.
No, but I love. No, that's great.
Okay, the appraiser with the leg. How does it end? He says, well, at least the joints are strong. Oh my God. Yes, your leg is in the dining room.
I would have.
Who pays to fix that?
I would make the appraiser pay. I would be livid. Yeah. Because if you're. I have to stop myself from saying mean things today. But personal belief, I feel like you broke it, you fix it. Yeah. And if you are a professional appraiser, then you should know where to walk to not come through the ceiling. Now, accidents happen, but even accidents, you're the one who boo-booed. I'm going to need you to fix it for the seller and the buyer, because I don't think that's fair. But we have to look into that legally, I guess. Everybody could fight it out. It could be negotiated. That's what we do. We negotiate everything. I, as an agent, would be super, super crusty and really irritated and upset that the appraisers are going to get mad at me in the comments. That this appraiser didn't know how to walk in the attic. And why? What this must
come through the ceiling?
This must be another state, because appraisers do not go into the attic in California. So it's got to be another state.
Where am I?
Because
but it did happen in California.
What was he
Georgia?
What was he doing in the attic? Why are you in the attic, Bob? Okay, like there's absolutely no reason for the appraiser to be in the attic.
Oh yeah, that's
unless
maybe it was an inspector.
No, unless the attic was converted into like a lounge space. Oh. So if they sheetrocked it and converted it into a lounge space that they had permitted, he would want to count it as living space. So I lied or was wrong. Never me. Never. That's it. Okay. Go Pesci. But yeah, that makes sense. Fine. But he's still paying. You're still paying, Bob. My favorite appraiser in the whole world was Cheryl Spence. Hi, Cheryl, if you're out there. She's like the nicest person in the appraisal world ever. Never going to be liked by an appraiser again, ever. Tongue twister. Okay, appraisers are great. They're so wonderful. That's the one. Yeah, we want to go back to that one because that's the one I've had experience.
You looked a little lost last time.
I was like, what? She skipped one.
Yeah, I did. Skipped one. I totally skipped one. Mm. But this one's yours.
One's mine. So yeah. I love this because it really does happen, you guys. This story is from a realtor in Arizona, but this really, really happens. And if you're in this business long enough, you're going to come across naked people. By the way, the naked people, they don't always, it's not an accident. Some of them know you're coming, know you're bringing clients, and are still naked bakey. Please don't be naked bakey. Okay? Closey wobsy.
Oh my God. Clothes are not optional.
They're not. This agent had a seller who liked to be naturally free. I love the way they said that. Naturally free.
In other words.
Completely naked. 100%. 100%. Cheeky's up. Hey, cheeky.
Oh my God.
They'd show up for showings, open houses, nothing. Not a stitch of clothing.
Can you imagine?
I don't have to.
Oh my God.
Been there.
Oh yeah, you have.
Been there. It's why I knock and yell, even when I know the house is empty, and everybody looks at me like I'm nuts.
Hello. The FBI knock.
Angel real estate agent here. Hello. And everybody's like, the house is vacant. I'm like, you haven't seen what I've seen. Okay. I know it said it was vacant, but cousin Edgar's checking in on the house. He decides to jump in the shower. Bam. Yep. My eyes are burned.
Yep.
Oh my God. Yeah. And but this lovely guy. No, he was this is my home. Buyers should accept me as I am. But sir, they're not here to accept you. They're here to accept the damn house.
Right. Not you.
I think
it's not about you. He was not about him.
He was getting his. He was like, hello.
Oh,
I know a couple of fabulous nudists. I have some nudist clients.
Yeah.
And they are super, super respectful of everyone. And they're very like, if you're not comfortable with it, they definitely accommodate your comfort level. If you're going to bring children with you, because my children, I finally down to the 18-year-old is the youngest now. They go all the way up. But when I had minor children that they knew assisted me in my business, and I'd say, hey, man, the kids are coming over, they definitely would get dressed. It didn't matter whether the kids were comfortable or not. They would get dressed.
Right.
And so they were very respectful. But this guy, I don't know.
He just expects the whole world to change around him.
Well, but that's why I think like the people that, accidentally that I've seen at houses and that they know, it's different when you don't know somebody's coming over.
Of course.
And, maybe your wife or husband didn't communicate to you.
Right.
Or your roommate didn't say, hey, I scheduled a showing with the real estate agent.
Right.
And I've done that where I literally grabbed the door, heard the shower come on, back to my clients out of the house. No one saw anything. Okay, good day. And then the other ones where there's only one owner, no one else in the home knows you confirmed hey, we're on our way. We'll be there in 10 minutes.
No, free as a bird.
Twig and giggleberries just free floating.
Free as a bird.
Please put away your twig and giggleberries. Please. Because respectfully,
or your tatas.
Maybe I'm blessed with the nudists that I know. Because they're all respectful.
I would hope that they would all be that way.
Well, and that's their lifestyle, and they're entitled to their privacy at home and at their club and whatever it is that they're doing. They're adults. Yes.
Oh my god.
They do. Podcast is going to send me to an early hell.
Can you imagine singing this song?
No, I feel the burning flames of the dark place touching me right now. I'm going to behave myself.
Grandma's out there. Grandpa. Aunt, uncle. This is my great grandma.
You know,
this is my uncle Daddy.
I'm with them. At that age, what do you want from me? What do you want from me at that age? Just leave me alone.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
But I'm not getting on. Like, how they have to put something on to ride the motorcycle,
you know, you throw a towel on there, you're fine.
No.
Oh, no. You know, if it wasn't weird, I would probably be running around the whole world naked. I hate clothes. But it's weird. It weirds people out. You know, when we went to Spain, the beaches there are, you know, clothing optional. And they're, you know, it's a European thing, right? And you don't have to. You don't have to. But me and my husband had our sunglasses on. we were probably, you know, we didn't want anybody to see how we were gawking because we were trying to soak it all in. And, you know, we were trying to be incognito as we stared at all of this. It didn't seem to bother my son or my sister. And my sister is in a full burkini. Do you know what that is?
Not really.
It's for a person who wears hijab.
Okay.
She's Muslim. And it's for a person who, so basically, like, her whole body's covered up, but it's a tight swimsuit.
Oh.
And then it has like a swim cap.
Okay.
So that, you know, all of the things that she,
yeah.
So she's there and she's literally next to all these nudists. So cute. And the one was trying to pick up on her.
Aww.
And, you know, and my son is glued to her because he was born and raised in the U.S. So this was, it didn't bother him, but it was new to him.
Yeah.
So he was being kind of protective of his auntie.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And me and my husband were like, we're just going to sit on the beach chairs.
And gawk at the naked people.
And yeah. We were voyeurs that day. I mean, I was like, I can't look interesting. I can't look interesting. God forgive me. I can't look. It's just like, you can't be on the beach and
not look.
You can't. Well, you can't, because no matter where you looked, everybody was, and it was, I don't know. It's very interesting, I have to tell you, because clearly they live a different lifestyle than we do. And it's not necessarily bad or good, but it was just really interesting because, like, I know my husband is very like, you would never interfere in any decision that I ever made. He's a very, you know, I think people always misconceive him in some way, shape, or form. Like, they don't understand who he is. He would never like tell me, don't wear that, or don't do this, or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think he would lose it if I was topless. And a lot of, like, the one really adorable gal that was like a few feet away from us, you know, it didn't bother him. That's their lifestyle. So that's normal, right? I think, you know, but I think is it because we've over-sexualized, or is it because we're more
prudes?
Are we prudes? Or are we religious? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it, but
I don't know.
Keep it
I don't know. I think, well, I mean,
I'm not going to a naked biker rally.
Well, and I'll have to, you know, I think it's all depends on where you're at. I'm not going to, for some reason, even though I went to Europe as a kid, I completely forgot about nudist beach till we literally walked on the beach when we were in Spain. I was like, oh, hello, everyone. And I mean,
no bottoms either. Did they topless?
Most of them were just topless.
Okay.
You know, clearly that's a woman thing, because men are topless. It doesn't matter. But a lot of ages and shapes and sizes, and, you know, and which is fine, because I don't think it matters. Different. Everybody's different. But it's just interesting to me because when I was growing up, my dad worked in Saudi Arabia, and whenever you're a foreigner and going into Saudi land, this is when I was a kid. I don't know what the rules, laws, or perceptions are now. Okay.
Disclaimer.
Don't come at me. If you're from Saudi Arabia, I love you as a person. But I don't know what the rules, laws, regulations. I have cousins who are from there. I haven't seen them in years, but disclaimer, I'm talking about when I was a kid. He was there, and the minute you get there, okay, you get this big list of rules and regulations, what you can, what you can't do, because it's a different culture, right?
Right.
And this was back, I want to say, late 70s, early 80s. Okay. And so they get the list, and usually what they had, what we called compounds, like they would have an American compound where most of the people working for Lockheed Martin, for example, would be living on the American compound. And within that American compound, you could walk around not fully covered up.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And you wouldn't have to wear like hijab or like anything, or a burqa or a abaya, nothing. Okay. You could just wear your t-shirt, sweats, pants, whatever, walk around, hang out within those walls.
Right.
You were confined.
Right.
And fair enough, a lot of Saudis liked living on the compound because it was a little more loosey-goosey with the rules. So it was nice. So if you could, you did.
Is it like a group of houses?
It's like it's like a really cute community that would have like a community pool, schools. Okay. So and it would be just walled in. Yeah. As a protected space. Okay. Because there was a lot of nomadic people that didn't like depending on where you were, there was some nomadic people. Saudi Arabia is not a third world country. I don't want anybody in the comments talking smack. It's a very what do you call it? It's very high tech. It was like because I don't know, they could afford electronics way before we could in the U.S. That would come to the U.S. every summer. The 6 years we were out there while I was a kid, and they would have the latest and greatest electronics way before we did, because until they became massively affordable, in mass, then we would get them here and we'd be able to afford them. So they always had all the tech before we had all the tech, because they could afford, the really expensive TV before we could all afford the really. There's still nomadic people that live in the middle of the desert. Again, this is 70s, 80s while I was there. I don't want to hear anybody tell me that nobody does that anymore. I don't know. I haven't been there since 83. This was somebody from the Netherlands, a beautiful, tall, blonde goddess who decided to, they were on this beach area and they had an area fenced in again. He said, they told everybody who was there on the project and the wives that were there on the project, because back then it was mostly men who worked on these projects. She wanted to swim and wanted to run. Okay. So she was going to run. She was very healthy, very active gal. So she wanted to run and swim in the ocean, beautiful ocean. And they told her, stay within the fenced area. Okay. And on top of that, she was decided, because there was nobody there that day, that she was going to be nude.
Oh my.
So here we are in a country where they're very conservative. Yes. They're conservative.
That's a choice.
And right, that is their choice, and it is their country. And so nudity is not an acceptable thing, but she was with it. She thought, okay, there's nobody out here today. So not only was she nude, didn't wear a swimsuit, she decided to leave the fenced-in area.
Oh, girl.
And basically because she wanted to jog the whole beach and swim, and she was, I don't know if she was doing interval training. I don't know what she was thinking. I don't know why she was thinking it, but she thought, since I can't see anybody, there must not be anybody there. Mind you, with sand, as far as the eye can see, your eyes can be deceived. There could be somebody over the dunes and you wouldn't see them. There was a nomadic man with a camel.
Oh no!
Don't stereotype, because I was there 6-7 years as a kid, never saw a camel until I came back to Marine World Africa USA. Okay, that's where I saw camels. I didn't see, the whole time I was in Saudi Arabia, I didn't see a single camel. Okay, beautiful Arabian horses I saw, but no camels. But he had a camel, and he was, I don't know what he was herding, but he was there. He was, nomadic. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So he sees this beautiful blonde goddess come out of the water. Now, to him, somebody who's lived his entire life in the desert. Most women were covered up. He had never seen any relative unclothed.
Right?
And
why would he?
And I don't know if he had a wife at any point, but here he sees this beautiful blonde. He'd never seen a blonde-haired person.
Oh my God!
This gal is a very blonde, very porcelain-skinned Norwegian goddess coming out of the ocean. Like Bo Derek, wild and free. If you don't know who Bo Derek is, look her up. And just coming out of just gorgeous. And it wasn't sexual. He latched onto her because he thought God sent him an angel.
Oh my God.
So he was like not letting go of her. It took multiple men and almost an hour to get him to unclench and let her go, because he thought God had sent him not getting religious, but Muslims believe a lot of the same things Christians do. So they believe in angels and things like that. Same Abrahamic religion, guys. Same God, same everything. Look it up. But he thought God had sent him an angel. Mm-hmm. And so he wasn't letting go.
Oh, man.
He wasn't letting go. And this poor gal, like, I know she messed up by not listening to the rules, which, by the way, they packed her up and sent her home. Okay? She got sent home. She couldn't come back. Back then, she got sent home. She got packed up. They dressed her.
Kicked out of Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, she was. She was kicked out. And honestly, deservedly so, because this poor guy was traumatized. And she was traumatized, right? Because she probably thought she was being attacked sexually.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Which is horrendous. And he thought he had found an alien angel being in the water, and he wasn't going to let it go because he thought, that's it. God sent me a gift. So he wasn't letting go because he thought,
oh, my God.
I mean, imagine if it's the equivalent to me seeing a mermaid come out of the water and me wanting to prove to all of you that I found a mermaid.
Right.
I may not let it go until I have proof and everyone's seen it. And even then I'm like, well, they're going to tell me I made up the picture, so I'm not letting go. So, I might trap it. Like I know that sounds evil. Terrible girl. I might trap it long enough to prove to the world that the mermaid was real. But this guy got an angel. I mean, whole life living and I'm sure. By the way, when you live in the desert, you can call it a mirage. You can look up Jinn. I don't want to talk about that. But you don't know if what you're seeing is real or not.
Right.
Like there's a lot of, especially with the heat and the extreme heat. And so there's a lot of things that people like made up stories and cool things and, you can get creative. Yeah. But this guy said, the Lord has blessed me with this angel being from heaven above. And this poor gal just wanted to jog naked in the ocean, have a swim, come out. Well, and she came out on the unfenced side. So he had full access to run into the ocean, fully clothed, wrap his arms around her and not let go. And luckily at that point, people had started arriving to the beach area that was fenced in, saw her. Many people, reasons why we should respect other countries' traditions and record. And if you're out there, beautiful Nordic lady who was kicked out of Saudi Arabia for swimming naked, please contact me because I would love to have you on. And I apologize for giggling because I'm sure it was traumatic to you. But you were a naughty, naughty girl for not listening to the rules and regulations of
another country.
Yeah.
Email us your craziest real estate stories to dirtdeedsanddrama@gmail.com.